1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Pakistan has decided to reopen Kartarpur corridor for Sikh pilgrims from Monday. A Bangladeshi researcher says Indian intelligence agency RAW is involved in destabilizing neighboring countries. A renowned Chinese scholar has urged India to exercise strategic sobriety after Galwan Valley clash. National Assembly was informed today that the prices of petroleum products in Pakistan are lowest in South Asian region. Minister for National Food Security says government is working to introduce technology-based modernization to enhance cotton yield in the country. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced the national squad for Test series against England. And now the news in detail. Pakistan has decided to reopen Kartarpur corridor for all the Sikh pilgrims. In a tweet today, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan has conveyed its readiness to Indian side to reopen the Kartarpur corridor on Monday on the occasion of the death anniversary of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Bangladeshi American researcher and former Mukti Bahini guerrilla leader Mohammad Zainal Abidin says that the Indian intelligence agency RAW is involved in destabilizing the neighboring countries in order to gain control over the region. Addressing an international webinar organized by the Institute of Policy Studies, he cautioned all South Asian countries against trusting India. He urged them to form a united alliance to prevent New Delhi from exploiting and subjugating them. He said that trusting India was a grave mistake by the Bengali Muslims because this converted East Pakistan into Bangladesh, which later became an Indian proxy state. President Azad Jammu and Kashmir Sardar Masood Khan, while delivering the keynote address, said that without ideological muscle, the Muslims would collapse. He warned that the Muslims around the world that their history is being distorted through books, think tanks, movies, and social media. A renowned Chinese scholar, Sheng Shizhong, has urged India to exercise strategic sobriety after Galwan Valley clash. Sheng Shizhong, a visiting professor at Southwest University of Political Science and Law and former Chinese defense attaché in South Asia, said this in his article published by China Economic Net today. Sheng said if Indian troops invade Galwan Valley again, the Chinese troops will certainly drive them back. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops continued massive cordon and search operations across the territory, subjecting their residents to torture and harassment. According to the Kashmir Media Service, the troops continued to carry on their violent operations in different areas of Srinagar, Budgam, Gandarbal, Kupwara, Bandipur, Baramulla, Shipaiya, Pulwama, Islamabad, Kulgam, Poonch, Kishtwar, Doda, Rajouri, and Jammu. Reports said that the Indian Forces personnel barged into the residential houses, harassed the inmates, and vandalized their household goods. The troops have also arrested several youths from different areas. Different Hurriyat leaders in their statements in Srinagar paid rich tributes to the youth, and an 8-year-old boy recently martyred by the Indian troops. They said that the sacrifices of Kashmiri martyrs would not be allowed to go waste and their mission would be accomplished at all cost. Meanwhile, the residents of occupied Kashmir have urged through a social media campaign that all village, mohalla, town committees of the territory should come together and make sure that not a single non-local lives in their areas. All parties Hurriyat Conference Azad Jammu and Kashmir leaders Mahmood Ahmad Sagar, Abdul Majid Malik, and Zahid Ashraf in their statements in Islamabad condemned the ongoing killing spree unleashed by the Indian troops in occupied Kashmir. The convener of AJK chapter of Mirwais Umar Farooq Lead Hurriyat Forum, Sayyid Faiz Naqshbandi, addressing a meeting in Islamabad, hailed the remarks of Democratic presidential nominee and former Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, wherein he asked India to take necessary steps to restore the rights of the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Minister for National Food Security Syed Fakhr Imam says technological modernization can increase cotton yield in the country. He was talking to a two-member delegation of Pakistan Cotton Ginners Association who called on him in Islamabad today. They discussed the cotton production situation in Pakistan. They discussed the matters pertaining to cotton production in Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan. Minister for Power and Petroleum Umar Ayub Khan says prices of petroleum products in Pakistan are lowest in South Asian region despite recent increase in their prices. Speaking in National Assembly today, he pointed out that price of petrol has gone up by 112% over the last 46 days in international oil market. He said price of OPEC basket has increased by 46% last month. The minister said present government passed on the benefit of reduction in international oil prices to the consumers. He said prices of petroleum products will be adjusted in accordance with changes in the international oil market. Regarding FATF, the minister said that the issue was mishandled by the previous government. He, however, said Pakistan has met the majority of the FATF conditions. Federal Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar has said that the federal government attaches special importance to the development of Sindh and funds have been earmarked for the development projects in the province in the federal budget for financial year of 2020 till 21. He was talking to media men after meeting with Peer Pagar along with Governor Sindh Imran Ismail in Karachi today. The minister said funds have also been earmarked in budget for K4 project as it is an important project of providing driving water to the people of Karachi. To a question, Asad Umar said Prime Minister constituted an inquiry commission into sugar scandal and made its report public. He hoped that National Assembly will pass the federal budget on Monday. Said overall political situation and matters of bilateral interest were discussed with Peer Sahib Pagar in the meeting. Nationwide tally of coronavirus has reached 198,883 with emergence of 3,138 new cases across the country over the last 24 hours. The total cases detected in Punjab are 72,880, 76,318 in Sindh, 24,943 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 10,116 in Balochistan, 12,206 in Islamabad, 1,417 in Gilgit-Baltistan, and 1,003 in Azad Kashmir. 86,906 patients have so far recovered from the disease. The death toll from the virus stands at 4,035 with 74 new deaths reported over the last 24 hours. 21,033 corona tests were carried out during this period. The number of coronavirus infection cases across the world has risen to over 9.9 million, while the pandemic has so far claimed more than 496,000 lives. Over 4.3 million patients have recovered from the disease. The United States tops with over 2.5 million infection cases and more than 127 deaths. In Brazil, number of infections have risen to over 1.2 million with over 56,000 deaths. World Health Organization says it needs over $31 billion over the next 12 months to develop vaccine to fight the coronavirus disease. Ahead of a major pledging summit, officials of WHO and its partners updated journalists in Geneva on a recently announced initiative to speed up production of these treatments known as the Access to COVID-19 Tools Accelerator. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced the national squad for the Test series against England. A 20-member squad and 11-member staff will fly to Manchester from Lahore tomorrow. Pakistan will play 3 tests and 3 T20s against the English team. The squad will remain in quarantine for 14 days in England. The team is led by Azhar Ali, captain, while the remaining players are Babar Azam, vice-captain, Abid Ali, Asad Shafiq, Fahim Ashraf, Fawad Alam, Iftikhar Wasim, Imad Wasim, Imam ul Haq, Khushdil Shah, Muhammad Abbas, Musa Khan, Rohel Nazir, Naseem Shah, Sarfaraz Ahmed, Shaheen Khan Afridi, Shan Masood, Sohail Khan, Usman Shinwari, and Yasir Shah. And finally, the weather report. Hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan, Islamabad, Kashmir, and adjoining hilly areas. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also visit our Facebook page for live video streaming, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.